Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the Patreon poll winner of the week, Nothgard, with a new song, new video for Opium Dreams. The kind of dreams you have
When you're on opium.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to say. I don't know how they are.
There was no way to...
There's no other way to...
beat around the bush.
No, it kind of self-explanatory. But I just wonder what kind of dreams are those. Maybe the video will shed some light into what an opium dream is all about. Anyhow, when I think of opium, I always think of Asian people.
Why?
I think it's really popular. At least back in the day when I watched those old movies, they had those opium houses and shit like that. They're pretty much all run by Asian people.
Wasn't it like very popular during like Nam? Like during the war in Vietnam? So maybe that's also why.
Yeah, maybe that plays a role. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's check this out.
Crumbling down by the river's flow, while the shadows dance in the twilight glow. I found a gaze, a haunting sight, the dark queen of the night, rising from the depths of despair, with a passion entwined in the air. Till the shadows her spirit does roam, in death or if she refused to be home. As I watch her soul turn from decay, the void to curl, my heart withered away. It finds a groove, a flight from my grave to an ancient place, seeking relief. Rising from the depths of despair, with a passion entwined in the air. Till the shadows her spirit does roam, in death or if she refused to be home. A vision of beauty so bright, your essence lost in the night. With opium dreams, I bury my pain, but the spectre of hell would not be contained. Trapped in the silence, she lay cold and pale. Yet the flicker of life broke the deathly veil. Rising from the depths of despair, with a passion entwined in the air. Till the shadows her spirit does roam, in death or if she refused to be home. Through cycles of death, our spirits away. She is forever in darkness we cry. We die together like never before. In the abyss I love you once more.
I like that vocal change there. That vocal change there at the end was a really cool way of closing off the song, I must say.
Well, it's almost like he's trying to match the other vocals that are piped in, the female vocals that are kind of like matching up. It's almost like they went from yin and yang to yin and yang. Like he's trying to match the style.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Because it didn't happen abruptly. It was like smooth in from going from the harsh vocals into his more cleaner vocals. It was kind of like a smooth transition. I really like that. I was a little concerned. Okay, I was a little concerned when I saw him naked on all fours. I was like, is this gonna? Does Opium Dreams turn you into a human centipede?
If Opium Dreams turns my body into anything like his, I need to do some opium.
I don't think it does, but okay, nice try. But the human centipede is something that got me concerned because I know for a fact that the middle piece of the human centipede is probably the worst.
It's the worst.
Because you're kind of getting it on both ends. You kind of like a spit roast at that end. At that
You
point.
want to be at the. You want to be at the top.
I don't know if you want to be at the top. Then you have some dude's head up your ass.
Yeah, but no one's head. You're not in anyone's ass.
Okay, but which one is worse? The guy at the back or the guy at the... I know the guy in the middle is the
guy
worst.
at the back.
The dudes in the middle are absolutely at their, at their worst.
The guy at the back.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I honestly... I think it's 50-50 on that.
I think it's
anything but the middle.
I think it depends on who's in front of you. If you're at the back.
Okay.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I think we can agree on that.
I think it depends on who's in front of you.
Well, you can also agree that the middle is the absolute worst.
Yeah,
Like
but I'm saying the front is the best depending on... the front is better than the back unless
there's a little person behind you because, they have huge heads.
No. Either way, the front is the best. The front will always be the best, right?
Debatable. Depending on who's at the front. Maybe you're into that kind of shit and then having somebody's head up your ass is not that bad after all.
No. Being the front is the best. Because your face is nowhere near anyone else's ass. Now, the back is only better than the front depending on the person who's in front of you and you're in the back.
All right, so
if there's a nice behind.
So this is the scale.
Yeah.
There's a scale. Okay.
If it's not some dude.
I think the only thing we can agree on is that the middle. There's no winning there. You're spit roasted at the middle. Like, you know what I mean?
You've been Eiffel Towered with mouth and ass.
Like you're losing on both ends. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Literally, you're losing on both ends. Anyways, obviously, Opium Dreams did not turn him into a human centipede. Like that didn't happen.
Centipede.
Whatever. Thank you.
I don't know why you're putting the hard R in centipede.
I don't know. I just like the hard R's. I'm a big fan of the hard R's.
No, you're not.
So anyways, obviously that didn't happen. Obviously, doing opium does not turn you into a fit as fuck dom. I wish.
I think that's what this video, like, he knows.
This was just a reason for him to show off?
Yeah, it's a reason to show off, man.
Wow.
Because he made sure the lighting was good, too.
He's been called out. You've been called out. So,
and you're wearing the jeans a little bit low, so it shows the V. Bro, come on. We know you're just trying to flex on the rest of us chunky men out there, you know?
I'm not too chunky anymore.
That's why I went like this.
Okay.
I didn't count you in. You've gone to the dark side.
I'm not at that level, though. Holy shit. That's like less than 10% body fat?
That's like if you just started taking Tren right now.
Wow. All right.
I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying, like...
No, I know. That looks natural.
If you wanted to get to him naturally, 2 more years. But if you want to go, like, maybe a couple months from now, Tren.
All right. You heard it here first. I'll contract the Tren twins. They can hook me up. Those guys know what they're doing.
Obviously.
Or maybe not. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. So what do you think of the song?
The song is good. It's very balanced, like, sound-wise. And sonically, I really enjoy the song sonically. It kind of reminds me of, like, a little bit In Flames style. I don't know if you get that. But it does remind me a lot of In Flames, especially when it went like the fast guitars.
A more modern melodic death metal sound.
Yes, more modern melodic death metal sound. And then when he's screaming at the same time as the guitars doing their biz, it reminds me of In Flames. And like I said at the end there, I really enjoy the kind of matching of the vocals. But those female vocals that are in the chorus, although they're very faint, they're very
underutilized?
No, I think they're perfectly utilized within the song. I think if you overuse them, then they don't have the same feeling as in the chorus. And if you overuse them, then you're wanting them to be a little louder in the chorus. I don't want them to be louder in the chorus. I think they're perfect. The perfect underlying sound that it enhances the cinematic feeling of that chorus.
I wish your mother sounded like that every time I buy a jacket. That way I could barely hear her in the house. Unfortunately, she doesn't.
Did somebody buy a jacket?
Yeah, I got a raincoat. Dude, it was a steal. I walked in the store. They had a Champions raincoat, camouflage one. You know how much I love camouflage shit. For $9.99. That's technically
If
free.
you wear all your camo shit, someone's gonna say stolen valor.
What?
I said if you wear all your camo shit, someone's gonna tell you stolen valor.
Whatever. I don't even know what that means.
You don't know what that means? It's when those guys like dress up as army dudes and just get like discounts for people to come up to them and make them feel good.
Oh, fuck. Well, like...
But that's stolen valor because they've never been in the army.
Okay, but that's not what I'm going for.
I know. You're not wearing...
I'm trying to camouflage in the streets of Toronto.
You're not wearing like Timberlands and tucking in your camo pants.
Yeah, I'm just trying to camouflage in the streets of Toronto so people don't see me. I want to be the John Cena of Toronto. That's kind of where I'm going for.
You did wear camo for a while.
You did.
He was the one to invent the camo jorts.
Yeah, he definitely went through that marine stage.
I think he's the only person to make jorts and camo jorts like work.
I don't know if they ever really worked, but okay. Anyways,
or camo dickies.
He's also
they weren't jorts. They were too long to be jorts at one point. They were way too long to be jorts.
What was the name of that thing before? It was there was a name for those before.
I called them dickies.
No, like, Dickies is a brand.
I know, but Dickies are a brand that make those type of pants, and there were jean versions of them, dude.
Anyhow, the point being is that he finally admitted that he has a bald spot, and he got it fixed.
He's the doctor of thugonomics.
He went to Turkey and he got it fixed. So he had a meeting with Artur Koglu and he got that shit fixed. By the way, speaking of Artur Koglu, for a guy who lives in Turkey and plays in Turkey, he should get that shit fixed. You'd figure, you know what I mean?
And Turkaloo.
Yeah, Artur Koglu.
Oh, is it Turkaloo?
No, I don't know who Turkaloo is. Who the fuck is Turkaloo?
Never mind.
My knowledge
your Turkish
is limited. It's limited to a few guys that I know. Anyhow, the point being, back to the song, I really enjoyed the track. I agree with you 100%. It has a lot of like that, especially if you look at the last record from In Flames.
Yes.
Where the last record from In Flames, they went away from that more metalcore sound, which one could say that In Flames really changed their sound from melodic death metal to a more metalcore sound.
Especially with melodic death metal, like undertones.
Yeah, In Flames really started as a melodic death metal band, but over the years they kind of morphed into a more modern metalcore sounding band. Or at least they lost a lot of that originality that they had in the earlier days.
The last album,
but the last album was more of a throwback record. With a more, it was a throwback record with modern production.
Yeah.
Because the first In Flames records, the production was horrendous on that shit. So the latest record is more of a throwback with modern production, and this song kind of reminds me of that. It has a little bit of a throwback feel as far as melodic death metal sound is concerned, but not traditional melodic death metal sound because of the more modern production behind it, with more of the orchestrational pieces in there, built in there. And I see a lot of bands moving in towards this sound. Wolfheart is a band that's also moved more into having a lot more orchestrations, not necessarily in this vibe. The Wolfheart has gone more towards like Flesh God Apocalypse, moving more into a symphonic melodic death metal sound experience. This to me fits closer to what the more recent In Flames sounds like. It is really good.
Yeah.
I really like it. And I'm not saying this as a diss or anything like that. I'm just trying to throw a comparison out there for those of you watching this to see where I'm coming from. So I really like this. I like the vibe. I like the more open sound that the song has. It's still heavy. Still a heavy song, but it feels a little bit more open. The song breathes a little bit better, and because of that, it's a little bit easier to digest. It's a little bit easier to listen to.
What allows it to breathe that nicely in that chorus.
The chorus is really good.
Is those female vocal undertones.
The chorus works really well in the overall context of the song, and I think it's songs like this that have this more melodic undertone, still within the melodic death metal, but really pushing more of the melodic side of the track forward. The chorus really defines what the song is going to be all about. If the chorus doesn't have that openness to it, if the chorus vocally and musically doesn't feel catchy enough, then the song really falls flat. Like the track then, it just loses like all of its appeal. It becomes a radio song at that point.
It loses the build up because the verses are what's building up to that chorus, and then if the chorus doesn't deliver, then it just feels like you're building up to
nothing.
Meh.
Yeah, Yeah, I agree. All right, latest from Nothgard, not Northgard, that's something completely different. Opium Dreams. So go check them out on their social media. This song came out on Apostasy Records. Great label from Germany, so is Nothgard. And go check out the label, go check out the band, hit them up on their socials, and we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.